Hello and welcome to this edition of Dent Hit Gaming. As always, I am your host Dent, and in this episode I'd like to share a match that I had in Rocket League where I made so many mistakes and I kept doing so many dumb things. I'm surprised that I even stayed in the game. I actually really wanted to give up, but fortune shifted over to my team's favor, and we ended up turning things around right at the end. So I wanted to share that with you, and I really wanted to put this video up just to kind of like teach the lesson of not giving up, because you do never know what's gonna happen. So without further ado, I'm going to give you the match. It takes place at Neo Tokyo. Enjoy the carnage. Okay, so here we are, Neo Tokyo. My teammate is Pickles. He turned out to be a very good teammate to have around. He definitely picked up my slack where I needed him to, and even though I got in his way a few times, we still managed to work together pretty well, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and add a mistakes counter, and I'm going to go ahead and tally one mistake just for this kickoff here, because I make the mistake of bouncing on top of the ball instead of actually going through the ball. So see, I'm just in the air. I can't get to the ground very fast. I grab boost, turn around, and the other team is already in position, and it's rolling in. I couldn't do anything about that, and so they scored on us in the first 8 seconds of the match. So I go ahead and recalibrate myself here, and I'm like, okay, don't hit the top of the ball on kickoff. Alright, so here I'm just kind of, I want to put it in the corner, see if I can get a pass outward, but the other squad hits it out of my range. Luckily, Pickles is there to pick up the ball, so he noticed I was getting 2-on-1'd, and he had a free shot, so that was good on him. So I'm going to go ahead and take this kickoff here, and it bounces off the sidewall. This is actually one of my more favorite shots here that gets stopped. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and tally one mistake for hesitating, two mistakes for not checking my boost, because I didn't have enough boost to even come close to making that shot. So that was a mistake on two mistakes on my part. And then, of course, they set themselves up, take the shot before I'm even able to get back. So that's three mistakes I've made. That's cost us 2 points already. So Pickles goes ahead and takes this one, and I can't actually remember what happens next, so I'm just going to kind of play this one by ear. So, yeah, so right here I go for a clear, but it bounces off the other team, and it stays on our side. Luckily, Pickles is there to push it over to the other side. So I notice he's going to go for the clear. I position myself, and I go for an aerial shot here. Even though I kind of rushed it, I'm going to go ahead and tally up a mistake for that, because I didn't even make contact with the ball. I didn't even change its direction. I mean, if you don't have full control of it, it's still good to at least change the direction of the ball. So I'm going to go ahead and tally that mistake up for sure. So right here, I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and take the shot, and I miss again. So that's another mistake. Even though Pickle says close one over there in the chat, I still was like, no, man, that was my fault. I still messed up. I know I did. So I noticed that the whiffing is going around here, and I noticed the other team whiffed on that last ball, so I went in and moved it and cleared it, and then the goalie stopped it when I took a shot. So right here, I go for the boost, and then I kind of like wait to see where the ball goes, and I take it in. I mean to cut it over right there and go right about where my car landed with the ball, but I didn't grab the ball on the opposite side good enough. Alright, so right here, I know I need to get this ball out of here. He had just the right angle to make a shot, so I actually got a save for that, which is pretty crazy that he had that angle. So right here, I'm waiting for my teammate to pop it out for me for a pass, and he does, but I kind of went in. I was a little too impatient there, so let's tally up a mistake there for being impatient. And then right here, bad positioning, and I go for an aerial I wasn't ready for. So that's, I would just tally up one mistake for that because it was the same aerial. So right there, I thought that was in. Like, I was amazed that that did not go in, and I missed the ball right there. Gets picked up by the other team. Luckily, Pickles is there to take the shot. Gets deflected. I move in for a shot, and I put way too much ball on one side of my car, for sure, when I was taking that shot. Alright, Pickles goes for the shot, and it could have been a really good pass if I'd have stayed in position, but I didn't know he was going for it. Can't tell I had a mistake for that because I didn't know. Alright, so other team whiffs. I go ahead and move it into position. And then right here, I don't get on the other side of the ball. I actually just keep pushing the ball straight, so I'll tally up a mistake for that. That's bad ball control. So I pass it out in front of their goal, hoping Pickles is there to pick it up, and he is. He takes a shot, rolls off a little bit, and then I come in. I'm like, oh, good setup. Right there, I'm going to go ahead and leave this replay in because you can watch me steal this point from Pickles. He sets himself up so perfectly, and I just come in and steal it from him. Sorry, Pickles. Anyway, so I go ahead and say great pass, even though I knew it was actually his shot that actually was going to hit it in. And I set myself up for a shot here, and I mean to go a little bit wide, but I went too wide, so that's a mistake. Pickles passes it in. I start getting ready for get in position, and the other team clears it. They take a shot on goal. Right here, I'm going to tally up a mistake because, again, I didn't check how much boost I had, and I was going to hit an aerial bump that I wasn't ready for. Another mistake here because I confused Pickles with the blue team and tried to steal it from my own teammate, so I'm sorry, Pickles. That's why I apologize in chat. Right here, I cut it over, and I just don't quite cut it enough. So I cut it in too narrow to be a pass, and just too narrow to be a shot. So I really didn't do anything with it. Or I'm sorry, too forceful to be a pass, and too narrow to be a shot. That's what I meant to say. So I notice it's off the wall here, and then Pickles gives it a really nice flick. So I go ahead and move in and take the shot. And I just came in with a lot of power on that one and just kind of forced it in there. Luckily, luckily it was kind of tracing on target to begin with. So I'm taking the kickoff here. I notice it's coming around. I'm waiting for that little pass over, but it never comes. So I just move back to midfield, just kind of wait patiently. Here's the bump back that I knew was coming, but I was bad position, so we'll tally up a mistake for that. It's rolling towards our goal, and they just kind of nudge it in. That's, you know, I was dumb for doing the aerial again. So that's. How many aerials have I messed up already? I should have put an aerial count on here. Probably like 4 or 5. So I'm ready to give up. I say GG, and then this kickoff happens. I'm like, no way. I go in for the shot, and Pickles goes ahead and takes the shot from me. So, you know, we're even now. So we tie it up with 12 seconds left. I go ahead and I'm like, oh, let's go into overtime. You know, I'm happy with overtime, whatever. I'll stay back. Pickles sets me up for a really good shot here. He gets blown up. And I go to cut it in right here. And luckily I missed that ball because I would have pushed it right in front of the opponent. So that was actually luck that went in. So now we're 5-4. So all I want to do now is just play good defense. You know, there's 1 second left. The ball just needs to touch the ground. It does. And I'm like, wow. Like, I have no idea how we even won that one. But it was such a fun match. So I hope you guys enjoyed the content today. If you like the Rocket League videos, go ahead and leave a comment below. I had a lot of fun making this. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. If you enjoyed the carnage, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all out in the field.